Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I have decided to take a leaf out of somebody else's book and make the idea my style. It is using the upper cover of a tissue box where your tissues you pull out and use. I've separated the rest of the box. I've got the bottom and the two sides, the two ends I've decided to throw out. But these I can cut down and make more of these gorgeous things. Now I've got one partially started. Now where did I put that? Down in my cupboard. I've got one half done and it looks something like this. So I thought I would show you what I've done so far and start another one so that you can see it from go to woe. Okay, so I have already started removing the cover from the cardboard. I don't need all of this, so I'm going to cut some of it down and hope that whatever cover this ends up, or size this ends up being, is going to be appropriate for a journal. Otherwise, I'm just going to have this gorgeous piece of stuff hanging around and not knowing what to do with it. Isn't that a crafter's nightmare, making something and then not knowing what to do with it? Oh, that was clever. Okay, now, rule of thumb here. I only want a couple of bits on the side. This is going to be awfully wide, so I might have to create a journal for this. 1, 2. And I don't want to take off all of the top layer of brown paper because I like the look of the little pieces left over, all of these little bits here. It just adds character to it. So I'm going to leave that like it is. I don't have my ink brush or my paint brushes out at the moment, so I'm going to ask you to use your imagination that I have just swiped over this with a white ink, white paint. Okay, then that is going to sit there. So I think that is just ideal. Yep, that's going to be lovely. It also gives it a nice padded effect. So you've got this much padding to go on top of your journal as well. Now I'm going to pop this to one side and work with a music sheet here that I've got. Now I did a little quick measurement. Wonderful. That fits from bottom to top. So I've got music sheet on all of the outer edge. Right, now to get some glue on here. Because this is shiny, I think my glue stick is going to move. So I will do a little bit of cheat. I'll put music. No, hang on. Think, Ruth. Methodically. Think methodically. Some double-sided tape on the edge because I know that will take very easily. Let's pop that over there for now, out of my way. I think it was Treasure Books that showed us how to do this originally. I hope I'm right. Natasha from Treasure Books is an absolute treasure in herself. She does the most amazing things and it always looks so beautiful. Don't you love the sound effects when you craft and you've got the texture of your mat and fingernails ripping off this thing here? And I'm fumbling around. I should have got my stick from over here, because that lifts it up so much quicker than me trying to fumble around here. See how easy that is? Ta-da! Done. Rubbish bin. Now I am going to glue around the aperture being the hole, because there will be a lot of stuff going on here to make it look as pretty as the other one. Okay, oh, what are you doing? Let's try it this way. Okay, now I am just going to flip this over so that I've got my workboard underneath and I can use my craft knife. And then I can cut away this little piece in here, because otherwise we're not going to be able to make a feature of this hole. I feel like it's a real pleasure and privilege to work in my craft room again and to be able to slide my silicone mat out of the way to use my cutting board underneath. It's been such a long time. Because even before the room had to be emptied, I still couldn't work in here comfortably. But things are going to take a major turn from now on. And I'm sorry, I'm going to keep waffling on about having a new area to work in for a few weeks yet, so please forgive me. Now, do I want to keep that? No. No more keeping little bits. Well, I'll still keep little bits, but I mustn't hoard everything. As much as I would love to, I just have to stop. Because if I hoard every single little scrap of paper, I'm going to be overburdened. And I have so much stuff that I can afford to throw out these little scrappy bits. Feels a little bit decadent throwing them out. I'm so used to hoarding them. How many of you feel the same way? You get guilty when you throw out these little bits of paper. No longer. Okay, now let's re-establish silicone. Beautiful. Now to choose something to go in here. This was part of my latest Temu haul. I've got these little papers this size, which are gorgeous. And there's stickers and more stickers and papers. Let's have a look at the papers. This beautiful piano, but I lose a lot of it in the hole, so that won't go. We could put those two pretty people there, couldn't we? That would look quite nice. Staircase, I lose too much. Oh, he's got very dark eyes. I decided that I like vintage ladies, but I also like gentlemen. Now I'd lose too much of his hairstyle. He needs to be down here somewhere. He's too high up. And here's the same, would lose his hair. She's gorgeous, but I'd lose her hair there as well. Oh, that's him again, isn't it? Yeah. Go in there with your mate. Oh, that's gorgeous. We lose a lot. I don't know if these papers are going to be very successful. I think we'd lose too much of that as well. Although that's not too bad. No, I don't want to lose that little vase of flowers there. That is quite nice. Okay, so let's keep that one out. That's a runner in this competition of who gets to go on there. Oh, that's those two again. I'll put those up there too. Now the swan, I've already done one with the swan. Don't want him walking away. Lose her head. So that's out. This thinking, oh, that's gorgeous, but I bet we lose too much. Not a great deal. Okay. And then there's these gorgeous stickers, but we don't want to put them on just yet. So, let us put that aside and weigh these into the consideration. That 1, 2, and 3. I do like that. Okay, still like that one. Lose too much of the dress. See, that cuts off there. No, that one's out. Now these two. I rather like that. Yep, I think that's what we're going to go with. Okay, I didn't bring down my little cutter, so it's going to have to be done by the eye. And hope I get it right. All right. I don't need this piece in here, so there's pencil. That looks to be pretty straight. Now, again, I think, oh, that's not going to be very good. Hold that up to the light so I can see it. Ooh, it squeaks into the aperture by that much. Okay, that's still all right. It's still all right. But what I'm going to do is tape this side. Today is Sunday, the 30th of March, and we've finally got a day that's only about 23, 24 degrees. I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's been a long time since we've had a mild day, or it feels that way. Last time we had one, I think it still was pretty steamy and yuck. It was muggy. and not nice, but today it is lovely. I'm actually contemplating changing my pots around outside my window so that I've got some pretty stuff up there. I've got a lot of greenery out there, but I would like to have some colour now, because I can sit here and look at it and it'll be absolutely gorgeous. Ay, ay, ay. What happened there? Good heavens, it took the top of the stuff away and left. Wow, that's never happened to me before. There's no sticky. It's taken away all the colour. That's incredible. Wow. Totally unexpected, that. I thought I had split the backing tape away from that cleanly, but obviously had taken the whole lot with me. All right, let's try again. Yep, that's sticky. Okay. That's weird. That has never happened to me before. Well, that one's okay, thank goodness. I nearly threw that in the bin. Oh dear. I would have been scrounging in there like crazy. Now, because this is so narrow here, I'm going to just put a thin bead of glue along there. And now we get to place this bit on here. Oh, guess what? Fritz and sauce. I put the tape too low here. I can't do that. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to have to put something up here to stick that, to make that sticky, or stick to something. All right. I've got Spring Day Heartbeat sticker book. Let's have a look in here and see if I've got some greenery that I can put around there. Okay. Let's have a look, see what we've got. These might be a bit too bright. That really needs a darker theme with that. Still, let's have a look, see what we've got. That's more of an evening setting than a bright spring day. Oh, come on. No, I don't think these are going to be what we need. Don't like that, it's going the wrong way. Wrong colour cloud. Because I don't have my inks available at the moment, I can't change it. Okay, that rules that one out. Let's go for this one, because it's a more, I was going to say darker one, but it's darker is not the word I'm looking for, and somber is not the word I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. We could put the key there. The key could sit across there, yes. I like that. Okay, that I like. I know the key is facing up, but I'm okay with that too. All right, now we've got a beautiful red rose. We could put that on there somewhere. Put that down here. Yep. I like these staircases, they're beautiful, but it's not appropriate for that one. If that were just a fraction smaller and had the centre cut out, it would have been beautiful. I can see I'm going to have to do something with blue. Oh, hello, dragon. Aren't you stunning? It's a bit too big, I think. I like that. See, that covers up the key that's gone up the wrong way. I'm okay with that. I just don't like the white background. I shall do something about that very soon, I think, when I get my inks going. These are the wrong colours. Ooh. Now maybe we could put a banner coming down here, as long as it's not too big and comes into her waist area. That one might be okay. Let's have a look, see what we've got underneath. No. Don't like any of the, although that one's not bad. That could go at the top. Yep, I like that. I do. That could almost go down the side. I will think about that. Let's come back to these banners. I rather like this one. I really do. Let's put that one in there. look before? Oh, yes. Yep. I'm just going to put that there for now because I do want to put that banner in. The more I think about that, the more I want to put some of this banner down there because it'll highlight all of these colours in here, I think. I'm hoping anyway. Don't want all of it. Just a portion, maybe half. Beautiful. Now I'm going to have to pop you on hold. Well, I need something there. I need something there. I'm not quite sure what yet. I'll just put you on hold for now until I work out what I'm going to do next. I've dithered around enough already and taken up enough of your time. So I'll be back shortly. It'll only be half a minute for you, but I'll be back shortly when I've worked out what I'm going to do next. Catch up with you later, lovelies. Well, I'm back. I used some more stickers to add some more texture around the edges of this gorgeous thing. I don't think I told you what I'm going to be doing with it. It's going to be a journal front, the cover. So I've found my brush and I found my paint, so I'll put a little bit of white around, not very much, and I used a dry brush, so it's dried very quickly. So that will go on there. So you can just see the little bits of white around it. And I found my eyelash trim in this lovely pink color, which will bring out the roses and the clouds and everything. And I thought we could stick that around the edge like that. It's going to be a little fiddly, so I'm not going to ask you to hang around for the whole lot. I think what I might do is a little bit and then I'll turn the video off, finish it, and then come back. So I'm going to be using, I'm not going to leave that on there, I'm going to tape that off so that I've got nothing to mess up. I've just opened a lovely fresh box of tissues and I was going to put this in the bin and I looked at it and I thought, hello, tag, don't throw it out yet. No, don't throw it out at all. So that one's going to sit up there. That will be the next thing I tackle. All right, I'm going to be using the 450 glue by Helmars. It is very reliable glue. It does come out of the top very quickly if you forget to do it up. And obviously I forgot to do it up a lot. So take the little rain bonnet off, open it up and turn it up the other way. So that way we just sit here and shake it down for a minute until we get glue coming out. Yada, yada, yada. Yep, here it comes. Good. All right, now I will do a few centimeters. And then close that up, otherwise I'm still going to have a little ball of glue. Helps if you do it up the right way. A little ball of glue up there, but that's neither here nor there. Now for the fiddly part, to get this on straight. Without getting too much glue on my fingers. I had a book in mind to put this onto, but this is too wide. So I either have to make a journal to fit it or find an existing book that I have in my stash that it will go onto nicely. This is going on rather nicely, I've got to say. I wasn't sure how it was going to behave, but it appears to be doing the right thing by me, so I'm very happy about that. I think I might have to lay this glue down on its side once I've done a little bit, because it does take a little while to come back to the opening, and I don't have my little cup and saucer ready for it to sit into because they're still packed. Come on, glue, be good. Please be good. Please, please, please. I know you've got plenty in there, so just get down into the nozzle, will you? Come on. It's not that hard. Surely it's not that hard. I've got it open, it just doesn't want to come down. All right, so I'll leave you open. And, oh, crikey. Sorry about that thump. This is going to look so pretty. All right, why are you not coming down? Is it because the glue has clogged up the end of the nozzle or what? Oh, here it comes again. This is going to be a long, involved job, I'm thinking. Maybe the hot glue gun might have been better. I don't know. I really do not know. It's a pain in the proverbial. I need one of those glue bottle guns, I think. You know, the holders that you can squeeze and the glue comes out. But whether it's going to do the stronger glue like that, the tackier glue, I don't know. Has anyone out there used one of those things? They're like a little silicone glue holder that you can put your bottle into, and then you've got a little squeezy handle and it squeezes the bottle. I know you do get bottles with it, but I haven't really investigated it all that much. Yes, you heard his frustrated sigh just then. I get very frustrated when my glues don't function properly. We have a little bit of a cooler day here today in Adelaide, so I'm assuming that the glue is not as warm as it normally is, and therefore not running as smoothly as normal. Come on. I'm getting frustrated. Okay. Now to remember, yep, that does it. Now if the glue will cooperate, that'd be awesome. This is going to be the fun part, going up and down in the corrugations. Yay! Why did I think I could do this? Why, oh why, Ruth? Give yourself challenges all the time. I love a challenge. Oh, that's going to work. That's going to stick up like a feather does out of place. That's okay. It will settle down. Don't you dare come undone. Don't you dare. Okay. Now I'm going to persevere with this for just a couple more inches, just to show you what I'm going to be doing off camera. I'm having to squeeze the life out of this bottle to get the glue down. It's crazy. Absolutely insanity it is. It is. I think I'm going to have to get some isopropyl and water it down a little bit, because otherwise I'm going to be here forever and a day. This is going to look absolutely gorgeous when I've done it. All right, lovelies, that's what I'm going to be doing when the camera is off. I will be back when I've done the whole section. Well, not the whole section, the whole thing. So I will love and leave you for now, and I will be back shortly. All right, my lovelies, I have done that little bit. I've scrounged some isopropyl from my son. So he's a computer. He's my tech support. And when I told him what I wanted, he went and got it for me, which was wonderful. So now I've got to just glue this piece onto here, which will be very easy in comparison to these little ridges with the lovely eyelash trim in them. That was a bit painful. I glue everywhere, I've got to tell you. It was not a happy chappy, was I? But still, it looks lovely, and that's the whole thing, isn't it? As long as it looks nice in the end, doesn't matter what sort of trouble you get to get in there. Now, I think once I've got this border glued, I'm going to go back to my Aleene's Turbo Tacky and do the rest of it. Because it's board on board, so it should stick quite well, but I just want to guarantee that this is not going to come apart. And this stuff by Helmars is absolutely perfect. It just needed that little bit of thinning out a bit. Mind you, I have had this bottle for a few months now, so I'm going to go a little bit heavier along there, I think. Because I don't want it dry. Oh, I better close that up. Otherwise, I'm going to have a great big glob of glue, and I don't want that. Okay, I've got a little ring of hard glue there. Okie doke. Oh, well, that was well timed, maybe. I'm going to go across that way. That way the ridges will grab and it won't go down into the grooves. I'm hoping that's the story anyway. Just double checking that I've got it all glued. Okay. Right side up. And a little bit of pressure. Put that back. Now I don't even have anything heavy at the moment that I can put on this. Could go to my bookshelf and get a stack of recipe books and stick on top of it, because I have excess recipe books that I'm not ever going to use. So as part of my sorting process, they are going to get on the Pay It Forward page here in Adelaide, and I will be able to give them to someone who will appreciate them and use them. Now that, I think, what I might do is when I find my pearls, I will put some pale pink flatbacks in there, and that will just finish that off. I think that will look lovely. I don't think it needs any more ribbon. Do we need that there? Do we? I don't know. It does look pretty, but it covers up my fern. Mind you, that does look nice there. I will think about that. But in the meantime, you know, if you're having some fun with some recycled cardboard, recycled tissue box. See, there's my tissue box, and there's the circle there. That's what came out of it. And that's what went into it. So, you know, it's going to be absolutely stunning. And because I've left the back flat, that will go onto the front of a book really, really well. I think in the meantime, I'm just going to have some more fun with this type of thing, build another one, and see how we go. But I do hope you've liked this lovely journal cover. And as I said, I'm pretty sure it was Treasure Books that did the first one I saw. This is nowhere near as glamorous as hers, but I still think it's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much for being with me. I will catch up with you in the next video, maybe one of these, maybe paper piecing. I've got journals on the go. I've got to do some sewing. My sewing machine is directly underneath me now, which is awesome because I can just bring that out, put it up, but I have to locate my threads. If it's not one thing missing at the moment, it's another. And on that note, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now. Take care.